Yeah, we in the front row.
Put me in, coach.
Front row sports.
Welcome to our coverage of the NBA All-Star Game with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan.
And guys, this really sets up to be an incredible night in terms of excitement from the coaches to the players to us here in the booth. I mean, this is such a fantastic event to be a part of.
Guys, it really is the greatest all-star game in all the sports, in my opinion. We have the best players in the NBA at the peak of their powers. I mean, I can't wait to see what this year's game has in store for us.
Now a look at the West All-Stars starting lineup. They've got James, Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Stephen Curry. And there's Davis, and it's Leonard in at the small forward.
And that's getting it done from deep. That's what the All-Star Game gives you, the freedom to show your full range.
You know, taking that shot in a regular season game might get you a spot on the bench, but here, it gets you a standing O.
And fans and celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going on all over the place.
And, Greg, it's like that every year. I mean, no matter what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the greatest scenes in all of sports. Not only to watch the best players, but to be seen by the other stars in the crowd.
I love this event so much because it combines the world-class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game these players will ever play in.
The East All-Stars shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. The first free throw is good.
You know, what I respect about Embiid, in addition to his tremendous skill and size, is his willingness to keep working on himself. He's already an elite talent, but if he sees any room for improvement, he'll go to work to make it happen.
And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. A nice shot by LeBron.
He's so good at creating his own shot. He's just got an endless supply of moves. LeBron James.
Here's Lillard. And another miss by the East.
Just 1 of 4 from the floor. Not the start they were looking for here.
James misses. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the East. Halliburton passes to Giannis. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Can't let Antetokounmpo get deep positioning like that, because this is what happens.
Curry from deep three-point land. The long distance three is buried. Curry's got 8.
And you can see he's got a little bounce in his step. 3 out of 4 to start.
Halliburton passes to Antetokounmpo. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Well, I think, as is always the case, the story of the game tonight won't have a lot to do with defense.
That's the way it always is. I mean, a half-court alley-oop or a spectacular behind-the-back pass, that's exactly what the people want to see in this game.
Nailed from three-point land.
Halliburton, a really good knockdown shooter, which adds great value to this offense.
Here's James. And he overshot that one, missing. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the East All-Stars. Embiid against Davis.
The size and strength of Embiid, he is absolutely mammoth. Really hard to deal with. You may need a couple of guys to box him out.
Here's Curry. Good, and the assist goes to James. 10 points for him.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an All-Star Game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star Week.
Now, here's Halliburton. Giannis up top. Puts one up from 19. Here's Embiid. And good work on the boards that pick up the second chance points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now here's Butler. After the miss from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Count that one. Halliburton's got his second bucket of the night.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Puts up a three. No good that time.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
The West again cannot hit.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Trae Young, he's checked in for Damian Lillard. The West All-Stars also with the sub. Paul George is checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Now, here is Young. And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here. And the East with some changes. Adebayo is checked in for Joel Embiid, and it's Tatum in for Butler. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Durant comes in for Anthony Davis, and Kyrie Irving subbed in for Stephen Curry. A nice shot by Tatum.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
Really makes them a hard team to guard because they space you out so well.
Now, here is Irving. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Tyrese Halliburton.
Well, you've got to be careful and skillful in how you guard Irving. I mean, he's really adept at drawing fouls.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Young is double. Deep Adebayo. The West All-Stars pull it in. The three from George. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Seems effortless for George, that quick release of his.
Young for 3. LeBron grabs the miss.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Irving against Halliburton. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Offensive rebound. And Adebayo throws it down.
Second chance points kill you. It's a strength of Adebayo picking up the garbage and putting it in.
Young finds Tatum. LeBron grabs the miss.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
And so it's the East All-Stars with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defensive mindset clearly focused on clamping down on LeBron James, and their game plan is working. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Welcome back for the second quarter of the main event of All-Star Weekend.
And you can see these players now starting to get into a rhythm. Should see a lot better flow to the game here in the second quarter.
That's usually the case. I mean, it takes some time to gel with your teammates at the All-Star game.
On the court right now as the second quarter starts for the West All-Stars. We've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Durant is out there with Zion Williamson. Then there's Irving. And it's George in at the 3, the small forward.
We're a little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
The West trails by 9.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
The wide open look here for Garland. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. To the middle. And it's Paul George with the finish.
You know, we always get some great dunks in this game, and I think we can add that to the list.
Check out the reaction. Listen to that. I mean, that slam was a raise the roof.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Tatum kicks to Young. Oh, Tatum in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And, you know, if you throw it up, Tatum will go get it now. He's a really good athlete. Can't let him roam free like that.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's the East with the rebound.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
And the basket by Tatum.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Irving attacking. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
How many different ways can Kyrie Irving beat his man? I mean, his array of moves is endless.
Timeout called, East All-Stars. Halliburton's checked in for the East. Lillard comes in for Trae Young. LeBron's checked in for the West. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. 8-point game. Lillard outside. And the 3 off target. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the West. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Hits the 3-point bomb.
And that's a nice exchange between teammates there. I mean, they really work well together, whether it's All-Star Week or the regular season.
You know, really pretty fresh they get to share this stage together tonight. I mean, they've both helped each other to get here, and now they're going to keep helping each other.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Lillard. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Antetokounmpo passes to Lillard. Off target from outside.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Well, the All-Star Game D is in full effect. They typically clamp it down in the second half.
Irving against Halliburton. And he lays it straight in. Halliburton's got 7 points.
Halliburton's size playing to his advantage there.
Irving surveying the floor. Over Halliburton. Count that one, and the East All-Stars lead has been cut down to 6, and the bucket from Irving. Irving's gone 3 of 5 shooting from the floor. Nifty move. It's rebounded by the West. LeBron's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Yeah, I tell you what, for him, this has been a game to forget. But somehow they still find themselves with the lead.
Always been nails from the line, something George takes pride in.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the East All-Stars.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And another thing the coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
Here's what the East is going with right now. Joel Embiid is checked in for Adebayo. And Middleton subbed in for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring. And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Tatum with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Embiid. Embiid puts it right back. Whoa. Wow.
Hey, and when you neglect to box Embiid out, you pay the price. His athleticism, impressive.
And the East All-Stars with some changes. Antetokounmpo comes in for Tatum. And it's Butler in for Chris Middleton. Then for the West All-Stars, Davis is checked in for Paul George. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Irving.
It looks easy, effortless. Curry, natural from long range.
The East leading by 4. Lillard from outside. They get the rebound. Embiid. It doesn't go for him. And so here are the West All-Stars. And it's Leonard missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And Lillard kicks to Butler. Good ball movement here by the East. Pass to Embiid. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Leonard. Embiid, no good. Clock management, this is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
And so it looks like it'll be still with the West All-Stars.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
And he got off to a nice start, but has slowed down here in the second quarter.
LeBron sets the screen for Curry. Rebound by Butler.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
And, you know, the intensity Leonard plays with on defense is impressive, using his huge hands to claw the ball away.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. .11 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Giannis. Down low, inside. Giannis drops it in.
Lillard's passing game, a thing of beauty. Got that ball to a guy who had a quality look and got it to him on time.
What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the East. And it was from three-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down 3 in that quarter. Back to the action in just a minute. One half remaining in the NBA All-Star Game. Good to have you along on 2K Sports.
And that first half was terrific. I'll bet anything, though, the second has even more in store for us.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I think it's going to be a spectacular final 2 quarters.
Antetokounmpo out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Butler in at the 3 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
And Giannis gets it to go.
Giannis has added the mid-range game to his arsenal, and he's very effective from there.
Another shot outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. James has a 2-pointer. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. James has got his second bucket.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
And it's Halliburton missing. The West trails by 6. It's Curry outside. East grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And Lillard kicks to Giannis. Here's Embiid. The big man Embiid converts inside.
Handling the ball like a guard, Giannis has become very proficient at doing damage with the pass.
It's Curry outside. Cans it from downtown. Curry's got 16.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher. And coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Now a timeout called by the East.
For your Breakers Dance Crew. That was your Breakers Dance Crew. Make some noise, fans.
Down low. And Halliburton gets it to go on the assist by Embiid. He's got 9.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Giannis against LeBron. Giannis high post. 8 points for him. Lillard from outside gets it to go from beyond the arc. Lillard's got 6 here in this quarter.
And this is Lillard's bread and butter. He's always ready to pull from that range.
Curry gets the bucket.
Ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
James against Antetokounmpo. And there's the pass to Embiid. And it's blocked. and he keeps control of the ball. Curry fires from way outside. Tries again. Count that one, and the East All-Stars lead has been cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Leonard.
And the work rate that Kawhi shows on every play, never takes a moment off, and that can lead to second chance opportunity.
That one is good from Joel Embiid.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they had.
This is why SGA is a focal point of this offense, because of that ability to score.
Lillard, the pass to Halliburton. Jacks up a three. The West grabs the miss.
I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
Some nice passing here by the West. James, a screen on Butler. Here's Curry with the three, and the West hit again from deep.
Huge night for Curry and a great rhythm thus far. That's always bad news for the team he's facing.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Curry. Oh, Curry is so dangerous in transition.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively, and he's been absolutely relentless.
That's tipped. Here's Embiid. And it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And great read there by SGA. Knew the shot was coming and just trusted his instincts.
It's Curry outside. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Bangs home the trifecta. Halliburton's got 12 points in the game.
He just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Curry from deep three-point land. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
Now a timeout called by the East. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
Just killing it from deep. They've got to be all up in his jersey at all times. Give him even an inch, and you're just asking for him to drop another triple on you.
Here's what the East is going with right now. Tatum, he's checked in for Butler. Garland comes in for Halliburton. And Trae Young subbed in for Damian Lillard. The West also making some changes. Williamson is checked in for Davis. Kevin Durant comes in for LeBron. And George is subbed in for Kawhi Leonard. And a deep three from Curry. Williamson kicks to Curry. Fires the three. East grabs the miss. Giannis has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Tatum against George. Young from outside. The shot missing. And the West All-Stars have possession. They trail by 1. Here's Durant. Embiid against Curry. A rebound by Young.
Well, he's certainly seen his share of the ball tonight.
I would say maybe more than his fair share. And he's not going to make too many friends out there if he's not willing to spread that sugar a little bit.
From deep, George. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Curry fires from way outside. Can't connect from long distance.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. And we'll have the start of the 4th quarter for you. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And we welcome you back. The biggest stars of the league are putting on a show here at the All-Star Game.
And we're seeing some world-class basketball being played here tonight.
That's exactly what you'd expect coming from the absolute greatest players on the planet.
On the court for the West All-Stars, getting the 4th quarter going. Irving is out there with Curry. Then it's George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's James in at the 5 spot. Curry's shot is off.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
And Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist by Adebayo. And the East leads by 2.
And what can't Adebayo do? I mean, gets the tough rebounds, scores the tough baskets, and then makes the right pass.
Put that bucket in no time at all. Curry's got 17 now, just in the second half.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Halliburton passes to Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
Halliburton all about getting his teammates open looks. Does such a great job with his unselfishness making the pass.
Ja Morant, he's checked in for the West.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, and that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
Halliburton against Irving. The shot's good from Halliburton.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for the East.
Substitution on the court.
Halliburton against Irving. Halliburton passes to Tatum. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Halliburton outside. The three from Tatum. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Tatum's got 20 points.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Lillard surveying the D. Butler kicks to Tatum. Oh, good on the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
James, no good. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the East All-Stars. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. For the three, it's rebounded by the West. LeBron's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Back to Morant. James a screen on Lillard. Morant finds James. Merciless inside. Merciless. James.
And, you know, we've come to expect this from LeBron James, guys. I mean, when his team needs a bucket, he rises to the occasion.
The East making a switch. Embiid's checked in. The West All-Stars also changing it up. And Anthony Davis is checked in for George. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Irving. And Curry subbed in for Morant.
When he's got ideal position inside, I mean, Embiid goes right into the contact. He hunts it out.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the East All-Stars.
The three-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, happened.
And another thing they've been exceptional at is their passing. On-target ball movement has gotten them a lot of assists tonight.
From deep, Giannis. And another miss by the East. The West trails by 5. And Curry has it in the corner. From outside the arc. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeding. Halliburton passes to Giannis. Kept alive. Embiid absorbs the contact on the finish.
Hey, with this strength, Embiid very physical. It's going to take a lot more contact than that to rattle
him. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. No one near James as he lets it go. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. LeBron's got 5 points in the quarter. Lillard against Curry. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Davis finds Curry. Curry gets inside and lays it in.
And with a limitless jump shot, the elusive ball handling skills, Curry can get a bucket pretty much whenever he wants.
Antetokounmpo, no good. This is it to Curry to take the lead. Rebound by Joel Embiid. And here are the East All-Stars now. They've led by as much as 10. Curry against Lillard. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, Giannis has to push out the distractions here. Take his time and don't rush his process.
And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Halliburton picks him up. Curry can't get it to go.
Well, another tin cup moment here because he continues to miss shot after shot from three-point range. This is not a fourth quarter he's going to want to remember.
Lillard from outside. West All-Stars with the rebound.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Well, it's been a turbulent quarter, really rough for him. Nothing going his way. But he seems determined to shoot his way out of it.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And he steps up and knocks them down, making it a two-possession game.
All right, that was your dance crew. Make some noise.
With the step back, Curry from deep three-point land. Rebound by Joel Embiid. They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line. Good composure from the line there. Those shots sealed.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And Lillard kicks to Halliburton, and that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
I tell you, one of the things I've noticed about Halliburton is his endurance, man. It is off the chart. He's always pushing the pace and really outworking other guys most of the time. He's constantly revving up the motor and taking things up a notch.
So the East All-Stars win it.
And guys, while the result and the bragging rights go to the East, this was truly a night that belonged to the fans. I mean, it was another great showcase of the world-class talent across the NBA.
It seems to get better and better every year, doesn't it, Greg? So fun to watch. It was certainly a fun evening. We thank all of you for joining us and watching with us. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll see you again next time.